pedal in your EZGO that goes down, it won't come back up. Here's a permanent way to fix it right and forever. It's more than likely your old pedal bushings and bolt are all corroded and ruined. So you pound that out or weld another bolt onto it so you can slide hammer it out. Get these old bushings out. Get you a new bolt and new bushings. And here's where we're actually going to fix it right. We're going to take a break, make a little center punch. I'm going to drill that with a 5mm because this is the size we're going to need. Get that 5mm hole drilled in there. Now we're going to take a M6x1 tap. If I can get this started here, let me get some more pressure on it. Do just the most phenomenal job tapping that. Throw a genuine little grease zerk. And of course, to the according size that you drilled it. You're going to want your grease zerk. Find the appropriate size wrench. You're going to want to take the brand new bushing you just bought, and you know the old rule, if you don't have the tool, make the tool. Get your square triangle file, and we're going to cut a couple little grooves down and through here to give some paths for grease to get in. Got your little grooves cut into it. I'm going to knock that burr off. I made the inside of these just a hair deeper. The outside's not very, that way it gives a path in and more resistance out. So I'm going to knock that burr off, jam it in there. So on the position of that, these will not hit it from either side. So we'll get that, smash her on in. And then realize that the bolt you actually ordered that said it was the right bolt is actually way too short. But we're going to try to just at least do a fit up anyway to make sure this is an acceptable spot. Because just kind of eyeballed it and sent it. We're going to get the spring on and the, which really looks like it wants to go on that side, and the hill park lever. And your pedal shoulder bolt's not a pedal shoulder bolt, but it's a leaf spring bolt, but it says it's for the pedal too, and it's wrong. And your existing shoulder bolt for the brake pedal is just garbage. So we can see here they're not quite the same length. You grab a random bigger bolt and you start making your own. We got that all turned down to just the absolute best surface finish you're ever gonna see. We're gonna line up about how long we need it, make us a mark with our sick Dykem Sharpie here, and then turn down this side so then we can get the threads on there. So we got our mark made there. We're running this one just a hair longer since our bushings are just a hair fatter as well. So now we're gonna cut this diameter down into where the outer of this thread pitch, and then we're going to run a die across it. So then you get all that turned down, get this turned down, get your tap on, or your die, whatever you want to call that there. It's actually a die. And then you start running it in, but then it's all crappy Harbor Freight stuff, so then your little tapping handle or die handle breaks. So then you get your really awesome Harbor Freight pipe wrench. Start trying to get it on there. Won't grab. So then you take your angle grinder, make some cuts into it, and then focus on there. Come on now, little guy. Here you go, get its bite in, and just keep cutting your threads. It's still garbage. So if you squint and stare at it from far enough away, about right there, yeah, you wouldn't know it was any different. So I'm gonna get in the cart and trim off the excess of this. I know that this head is way bigger. This is like a 3/4, I think, and this is like, I don't know, 13/16 or something, 15/16, pretty large. And this one barely has any clearance in the cart, so I'm probably gonna have to just cut off one face of this so it kind of locks itself in. But that should replace that. And that thing slid in there just like butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that tightened up. It's gonna lock itself in place and get that lock nut on there, and then I'll just hack off whatever's extra. But that is mint. So I haven't cut the bolt off yet just because it doesn't need it. We got it in with the return spring back on. This is the 10 LOL, whatever you want to call it, return spring. And this is a lot taller than the stock one. So you have to like force this back to be able to get this pin in for the cable adjustment. And I don't know if it's going to want to slip off over the top somehow and get caught up here in this groove more or what, but it has more open. It's like the spring's clocked out here more, so it's a little more open, so it's hard to fight it in there. But that loop is also a lot bigger, so I do not know if that's going to end up wanting to slip or mess up on me, so I'm going to hold on to my old spring. But we do have nice tight spring in there. And then let me find it. This bolt was tight, is like tight in here, and it's just riding on those bushings, those brand new black bushings we put in there. So we're gonna throw some grease in there, see if we can see it come out one of these sides somewhere, and we're gonna call that done until I get the parts to fix the e-brake or hill brake, whatever you want to call it. So got the grease gun hooked up. There you go. Got grease coming out of both sides, so we are good. So we got really nice returning brake pedal. We finished getting the pedal installed. Got our new springs on the pin in the back here. Everything painted up, looking really good. Got to get some more rivets to put the rubber back down, which I don't think was needed to take this off, but I was doing some other stuff while I was in here. So I think this is going to be a nice permanent fix for this pedal. We can grease it, we can get it moving, keep the corrosion out of there, water build up, and this should be a permanent repair, in my opinion, probably how it should have came from the factory.